They're merciless, some of the most deranged creatures on Earth. They're serial killers who committed numerous murders. Their murder weapon of choice may vary, but one thing holds them in common: an abnormal form of psychological gratification. In most cases, alongside the murders they committed, there's also sexual assault, robbery, cannibalism, and extreme love of money and property. The murders usually take place over more than a month, including a significant period of time between them, and may even go on for years. There are different levels of insanity at work in the minds of these killers. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today, we'll be looking at 6 of the world's most evil serial killers ever. Yeah, you heard it right. So, let's start our video. Number 1. The Beast, Luis Garavito. He's the world's deadliest serial killer who earned his moniker The Beast. Luis Alfredo Garavito Ceballos, born January 25, 1957, is a Colombian rapist and serial killer. He's also known as Trebilin, named after the Disney character Goofy. In 1999, he admitted to the rape, torture, and murder of 138 children and teenagers. He's currently inside a maximum security, geographically isolated prison in Colombia. He lives separately from the other prisoners for his own protection. He only takes food and drinks given to him by those he knows. His guard describes him as relaxed, positive, and respectful. The Beast raped, tortured, and murdered anywhere from 100 to 400 boys, all between the ages of 6 and 16. His official number of victims rests at 138, the number he confessed to in court. Number 2. Jack the Ripper. In 1888, Jack the Ripper terrorized the Whitechapel neighborhood of London. He may be a name that everyone knows, but no one can be certain of his true identity, whoever he or she really was. Jack the Ripper was definitely deranged. Jack the Ripper went on a killing spree by slitting the throats and abdomens of at least 5 prostitutes and leaving them for dead. The original Jack the Ripper inspired a number of movies. Sometimes, he'd even remove the woman's uterus and take it as a sort of prize. The true identity of Jack the Ripper, also known as the Whitechapel Murderer, may never be known. His name was metamorphosed into another term, Ripperology, the study and analysis of the murders, which has certainly inspired quite a few what-if novels. Jack the Ripper has been turned into several films with varying storylines. Number 3. Javed Iqbal Umair. Javed Iqbal Umair was a Pakistani serial killer who was found guilty of the sexual abuse and murder of about 100 boys. He initially confessed to killing 100 children in a letter sent last year to police. He admitted having strangled the children, dismembered their bodies, and placed them in a vat of acid. During this trial, Iqbal testified that he was only a witness to the killings. He said his earlier confession in a letter sent to the police was intended as a message to the parents of the missing children, whom he accused of neglect. Some of Iqbal's victims had been missing for more than 6 months before their parents reported their disappearance to police. The trial generated strong emotions in Pakistan, where such cases of serial killings are rare. Number 4. Samuel Little. The FBI considers Samuel Little, who has confessed to nearly 100 murders and is serving multiple life sentences in a California prison, as the most prolific serial killer in the US. The former boxer, also known as Samuel McDowell, Little was first arrested in 2012 at a homeless shelter in Kentucky and extradited to California to face drug charges. He confessed to 93 homicides between 1970 and 2005. Little, age 79, has been in prison since 2012 for the murders of 3 women, but told detectives last year that he had killed 90 more across the US over a period of 35 years. The FBI said that crime analysts and investigators believe all the confessions are credible, with 50 of them being verified so far, thus making Little the most prolific serial killer in US history. Number 5. The Werewolf, Mikhail Popkov. Mikhail Popkov, born March 7, 1964, is a serial rapist killer and termed as one of Russia's most prolific serial killers for the brute nature of his crimes. He was active for 2 decades in Angarsk, Irkutsk, and Vladivostok from 1992 to 2010. Popkov's crimes were motivated by suspicions that his wife had committed adultery. His crimes were all women between the ages of 16 and 40, apart from one male, a policeman. The murder weapons he uses included knives, axes, baseball bats, and screwdrivers, and mutilated the bodies so grotesquely that Russian media ascribed the crimes to the werewolf and the Angarsk maniac. Popkov was convicted of 22 murders in 2015 and confessed to 59 additional homicides 3 years later. On December 10, 2018, he was convicted for 56 of the 59 additional homicides. For 3 killings, the police could not find proof. Popkov received a second life sentence. Number 6. Killer clown John Wayne Gacy. John Wayne Gacy is an American serial killer who earned the nickname Killer Clown because of his job attending children's birthday parties and charitable events as Pogo the Clown. Gacy was convicted of raping, torturing and murdering 33 teenage boys over a 6-year period. He would lure them into his home, kill them via either strangulation or asphyxiation, then bury them in his property. Gacy was executed in May 1994. And that's all for today's video. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section down below. I hope that you found this video interesting, and if you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the following video with some more of the latest updates, and until then, stay tuned.